attorney, Zachary Boyd, who says this was a
So
hard
they got
case
found now
and that they're
guilty.
relieved by the outcome.
That don't make sense. Oh, he had to still have a finding. I gotta play this. I really want on this, but I came across this. This dude is funny, man. Watch this. Hold on, let me make sure the volume on.
That's me.
You the Hellcat guy?
Uh-huh.
I can't get me a Hellcat.
Oh.
Is it turned down? I think I turned. Nah, it's on. Volume on. What a volume at then? Let me see.
Oh, Lord. I got this one right here. You want this one?
That's the one I came to get. I saw it online.
Wait, hold on.
What's
hold on,
critical?
hold on.
It's good.
Oh, watch how
You
you
the
jump.
Hellcat guy?
Uh-huh.
I can't get me a Hellcat.
Oh, Lord.
He said, "Oh
I got
Lord."
this one right here.
Hey, he look like my homie, man. Hold
You
on.
want this one?
That's the one I came to get. I saw it online.
What's the credit score?
It's good. I got
What's good?
Craig Carmen says about 515. And
Look
505.
how he look back.
515 and 505.
Yeah, Craig Carmen.
On Credit Karma?
Yes, sir.
Credit Karma.
I got something for you. Yeah.
What?
Since they called me the
But
hell.
y'all got another Hellcat?
Nah, yeah, I got another one. This is what the hell right here. I don't know what the hell you want a Hellcat for.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. This guy be taking me out.
But this is what you need right here.
This?
Yeah, starting from the bottom. And now we here. Hellcat, hell no, baby. Hell no. Hellcat, back to you.
It ain't got the Hellcat symbol on it.
I put one on there. I put one on there. Yeah, come on back here. Let me get the paperwork together. And I gotta run your credit probably 4 or 5 times and make sure you get approved. That's me.
You the Hellcat guy?
Uh-huh.
Hey, man, that shit is such a trip to me, man. All right, here we go. I expose. Clean cookie. Who the hell is this? So Kanye didn't lie. She took a picture like that. Okay then. Okay, well check this out. I'm gonna leave out of here. We say so Kanye didn't lie. What are you talking about? Kanye? You been talking about Kanye left and right. Like, what Kanye got going on? Is that nigga case? Yeah, that's him right there. Okay, so here we go. I seen this. What's oh my bad. So this a little brawl that broke out at. It's hold on. I'm trying to read the little caption. It's a post-show fight breaks out in VIP area after Beyonce's Cowboy Carter concert. That's so. Ooh. Knock the hat off. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Another show after the Beyonce.
What's she laying there for? dog, I'm immediately getting up. You shoved me to the ground. I'm up. Oh, she came and kicked her. I didn't see that at first. She looking like this is beyond me. Alright. I'm looking for this one page I follow. Oh, that's fire. Who is this? Little Ice. That's Vanilla Ice. I seen this Sexy Red showing off her face, I guess because of that other little situation. I see I'm gonna have to type it in. This channel I'm looking for. Here you go, right here. Expose racist and predator. Alright, now I'm trying to see, is this the creator of this channel? The black dude? It's a PSA. This is the last time I'm addressing this lie. So he must be the creator. He's saying they
relationship with a student.
The teacher was arrested at his home in Moore on more than a dozen charges of sexual abuse.
Having sex with her every day of the year? Wow. Look at this. Put the caption there too. Choctaw, Oklahoma. That's where the casino at.
Studio with the details. Jen?
Sylvia Carl, court documents showed Choctaw-Nakoma Park school administrators issued a letter of reprimand in January for inappropriate conduct between Samuel Melton and the student. Now, the criminal investigation started earlier this month when the victim came forward.
What'd you set yourself in there?
29-year-old Samuel Melton remained silent as he was taken into custody on Monday by Choctaw-Nakoma Park School District Police. Melton was arrested the same day the Oklahoma County District Attorney filed 15 counts of rape, forcible oral sodomy, and sexual battery charges. Court documents revealed the victim reported the alleged sexual abuse to police on April 7th. The victim says the sexual encounters happened in Melton's office before, during, and after school hours. The affidavit says the year-long relationship started in March 2023 of the victim's junior year through May 2024 of her senior year. Police searched the victim's phone, confirming the relationship and the dates she reported. School staff also told police they suspected questionable conduct between Melton and the student. Melton resigned as a teacher on April 9th when he was confronted by school district administrators during a meeting. Administrators say Melton provided a full confession to the sexual relationship and says it ended when his wife found out. The district issued a statement the day Melton resigned, informing parents of the investigation. Melton is being held in the Oklahoma County Jail on a $1 million bond. Sylvia?
All right, thanks, Jen. And the State Department of Education says it can't comment on Melton's criminal investigation, but confirmed there is an ongoing investigation into his teaching certification.
What they mean? Oh, they trying to see if he really a certified teacher. Like, what do you mean? You checking in to see if he is certified, like a real teacher or whatever. It's a teacher certification.
Club in Dallas, Texas. This is the most popular club in all of.
Scoop stuff in your car.
You know, he feels stupid as a motherfucker.
Let you set yourself in there. Yep, we're double locked. Gonna reach across and just get to the building.
You want me to go across?
Yep. Watch your arm.
He's got something.
Got them on good? Alright. Watch your arm.
So I went to his house and got him. That's what I just watched.
This noon hour out of Bell County, where a jury has reached a verdict.
Okay,
Just
so I'm gonna play this.
about an hour ago in the trial of Kaysen Allison. We know a lot of you have been following this very closely. Allison was accused of fatally stabbing Joe Ramirez at Belton High School back in 2022. After several hours of deliberation, the jury found Allison not guilty of murder in the death of Ramirez, but guilty of criminally negligent homicide. News 10's Isabella Quintanilla is joining us now live from outside the Bell County Justice Center, where she has been following this trial since last week. Isabella, what can you tell us?
I guess it's
Yeah.
It's a lot of people feel some way about this.
Okay.
What the hell is that noise? Is something playing in the background? I knew I was hearing something.
Let you fall.
Oh, the previous video is playing.
Yeah, that's
Stop it.
right, Julie. It has been a long couple of days with.
Okay, some people feel some way because Carmelo is I guess it's the same high school that Carmelo stabbed the guy that was aggressively trying to attack him, and this other kid that just got off on the same thing with a little different though. He got in a mutual fight, and stabbed the guy, killed him. But, you know, it was a mutual fight, so it wasn't like, you know, he was brutally attacked or whatever, you know. So it's, you know, people saying it's a difference. It's a difference in the situations. You know what I'm saying? Carmela was attacked. This guy, he fought someone with a mutual agreement that they would fight, and then he spring up a knife. You know what I mean? Convenient, when it was convenient for him. No, it was convenient. But anyway,
the jurors deliberating for nearly 11 hours in total, and many people anxiously awaited the verdict. And as you can imagine, emotions were extremely high as they waited. Even before the jury came in, the entire courtroom was tense, with people on both sides of the court looking both nervous and already getting emotional. As the deputy read the verdict to the defense, there were gasps of shock and relief from both sides. And when walking out, the anger and frustration among Joe Ramirez's family and friends was clear, with one person throwing a water bottle against a wall and another screaming as they walked out of the building. We did hear from Allison's defense attorney, Zachary Boyd, who says this was a hard case, but that they're relieved by the outcome.
This case has been accompanied with threats against Case and Allison, against Case and Allison's family, against the defense team. You felt that tension in the courtroom. We have continually requested people to keep an eye out, people to investigate, and I'm just thankful that the Bell County Sheriff's Office has taken it so seriously and taken everyone's safety seriously. Cason's family, the juries.
Allison has been released under his bond conditions, which will stay in place until his sentencing hearing on June 16th. Now, depending on what Judge Falconer decides, Allison could face 6 months to 2 years in a state jail. Reporting live in Belgium.
but I thought he found not guilty.
TX News 10.
That's one thing I didn't understand about that. Say he's found not guilty.
Belton High School student Joe Ramirez. 6 News reporter Sydney Walker was back in the courtroom for day 2 of the trial. And Sydney, what did you hear from today?
Today we heard from a Belton PD detective who was there that day on the scene, as well as a close friend of Cason's who tried to break up the fight before it even happened, plus 3 boys who were in the bathroom the day of the fight when it occurred. Yesterday we heard a lot from staff about what Joe's injuries were and the response that was taken, but today was focused way more on the dynamics between the 2 boys as well as their respective friend groups. For instance, after multiple graphic crime scene photos were shown, we learned from a Belton PD detective's testimony that he had obtained a video taken inside the bathroom by one of Joe's friends. His friend admitted Ramirez liked to have his fights recorded, but that he deleted the video because he was, quote, scared of what happened. The video shows Ramirez punching Allison, and Allison swinging back a knife in his right hand. Allison is later cornered, and a scream can be heard coming from Ramirez. We're also learning more about what led to that May 3rd day. Multiple witnesses today shared that the tension between the 2 began at a prom after party at Allison's girlfriend's house, and that plans to fight after school and off campus were in place. Allison's friends testified that he had told her about the plans, but, quote, he didn't want to fight, he wanted to graduate. We ran out of time during the testimony of one of the boys who was in the bathroom, but he's set to return tomorrow when the trial returns at 9 a.m. To read more about what the witnesses testified today, go to kcentv.com. Live in Belton, Sydney Walker, 6 News.
All right, Sydney, thank you for that update.
Okay, we're going to move on. Tila Hendricks was sentenced to 20 years for raping her 4-year-old son and the family dog. What the hell? What in the world? Boy, what the hell? The fuck? They say the woman who crashed her car into a daycare killing 4 children remains free.
The building, striking people outside and inside. Now police Tonight, police say several kids have been killed after a vehicle drove into an after-school camp in central Illinois. Now, this happened just after 3 p.m. local with the...
Boy, if that pigment had melon in it, whether it was a male or female, cooked. Get the skillet out.
Vehicle going completely through the building, striking people outside and inside. Now, police say the 4 killed range in age from 4 to 18 years old, and that 3 of the victims were hit outside that facility before the vehicle crashed its way inside. While the 4th victim was inside at the time of the crash, officers say the driver was not hurt.
Somebody rolled through the daycare.
There's 4 kids on the carts up there.
Killed some kids. Those are kids.
Oh no!
Yeah, those are kids.
Oh, poor Dennis.
If you're a nurse, I would go ask them if they need help.
That's sad. It's sad. You know, I ain't trying to make this no black and white thing, but you know, we know the world that we living in, and we know, you know, the criterias, and we know how justice is one-sided. We know who justice favors. It ain't like they like, well, it's like you're doing a favor every time. You know what I mean? Every time certain people show up, it's like, okay, we gotta get them a slap on the wrist. We gotta, you know what I mean? It just is what it is. You know, we ain't gonna turn a blind eye to it. You know, and that's why I came on this page, just to bring it to the light, certain things. And you know, this page right here, this guy's page is very interesting. It's intriguing. You know, I mess with it. You know what I mean? So I thought like we would just, you know, dip and dive into it, just get our scroll on, and you know, kind of bring attention to certain situations that's going on around the world, you know, so y'all can be in tune to what kind of current events is going on right up under us. And, you know, I know we all have our own life to lead, but I just wanted to bring awareness or bring it to your attention. If you tune in, if you just tune in for a minute or 2 or 5 minutes, whatever, how long you sit and watch me, I appreciate it. But I definitely wanted to bring this right here to people's attention. Just, you know, so this page exists, and it shows a lot of deceit. You know, it uncovers a lot of things going on right up under us. And, you know, it's just funny with our people. We so quick to point the finger at our own people, but look at all this other stuff that's going on, and don't nobody shed light on it. You know, they're so quick to pass judgment on the black culture. When any black individual gets in a jam or has some type of allegations or controversy, they make it a big spectacle. They make it, oh yeah, we finna take his endorsements. We finna hang your black ass. But let somebody get drunk and drive through the school track, you know, the school track, the bleachers, all the way until you crash into the school building and land inside a gym and run over 4 white girls. Even then, they still get a break.
Been killed after a vehicle drove into an after-school camp in central Illinois. Now, this happened just after 3 p.m. local, with the vehicle going completely through the building, striking people outside and inside. Now, police say the 4 killed range in age from 4 to 18 years old, and that 3 of the victims were hit outside that facility before the vehicle crashed its way inside. While the 4th victim was inside at the time of the crash, officers say the driver was not hurt.
The driver.
There's 4 kids on the carts up there.
Killed some kids. Those are kids.
Oh no!
Yeah, those are kids.
Oh, poor Dennis.
Oh, I see this.
Fucking white supremacist on Decatur.
Man, why? Hey, why ain't nobody shake his ass up? He was serious. Hey, he adamant about that white power. He so you can hear it in his voice. He projected his voice. What? He ain't yelling. He projecting his voice. Now, who is these guys in front of him? What's the different? Oh, dude got a buddy got a pistol. I could tell. Like he reaching for that joint too.
Fucking white supremacist on Decatur.
Feeling theyself. I don't know why there ain't nobody a 30-year-old man, Garrett Hudgens, has been charged with 2 counts of murder, including the fatal shooting of the elderly man in a wheelchair. A wheelchair? You shot someone in a wheelchair, and then look at the mug shot, bro. Let it go, man. Okay, here go the school thing again. They say breaking news. Breaking tragedy has struck. A drunk driving woman crashed her car through a daycare and after-school program building, killing at least 4 people with the ages ranging from 4 to 18. Illinois State Police say 6 others were injured, and the driver was also hospitalized for evaluation. Emergency crews are still on the scene. Okay, now we get a glimpse of girl being arrested. Let's see.
Breaking news outside of Chicago tonight. Police say several kids have been killed after a vehicle drove in.
Okay, what we have here?
But they shouldn't be ignored.
A Florida woman arrested on bestiality charges, accused of raping her dogs. What the hell is going on with white people, man? What's up with y'all with the dogs? Like, how do you even conjure up the thought to have sex with your dog? Like, just seeing this stuff on the news on a daily made me think about that when I was walking my dog. Like, what in someone's right mind? They can't be in their right mind. You can't be. It's no way possible. Like, you have a logical thought process if you thinking about sleeping with a animal. Like anything sexual, I've never done nothing sexual with a dog. Never even thought of it. The only thought that ever came to my head that's sexual about an animal or a dog or a horse or anything, it was that other individuals had sex with them. It was like, what was they thinking to have sex with an animal? Like, who does that? Who thinks of stuff like that? To have sex with an animal. Really. Like, it's that tight out here. It's never that tight. It's not that tight out here. I swear it's not that tight.
Lee County deputies arrested 20-year-old Kaylee Eskelson. Detectives say the abuse involved at least one of her 2 dogs. She's now facing felony charges, and both animals are in the care of animal services. The allegations are horrific, but they shouldn't be ignored. A woman is accused of sexually abusing pets. Lee County deputies arrested 20-year-old Kaylee Eskelson.
Detectives say the abuse involved at least one of her 2 dogs. She's now facing felony charges, and both animals are in the care of animal services.
Hey, the dog right here in the right corner, he looking like, what the hell? He got his head turned. High trust citizen? What the hell is high trust? Citizen caught on camera stealing a neighbor's, you stealing your neighbor's package. You ain't even go into this complex, and you know you're not from this complex. Obviously, you know you don't stay here. You go. I'm saying if like, bro, this is like, I see why certain shows exist. World Dumbest Criminals. This has got to be some of the dumbest shit. Then walk past. Then walk past first. Like, you're supposed to be looking out for your neighbors. Me, you ain't no way in the world I'm stealing my neighbor's package. Let me take this a step further. Ain't no way in the world will I stand by and let someone steals my neighbor's package. You can't come steal my neighbor's package and I'm around, or I witness it. I see it. No. I'm going in on you just like if you was to steal mines. It's not going to happen. Not on my watch. Then a big ass walk past already. I mean, first. Look, and then come back. Goofy. Then try to hide. You should have just let it go. Ugly bitch, too. Look at that mug. Look how fucking retarded she look. Look at this goofy bitch. You on camera. Look at her, dumb. Like what's you just think of all the dumb stuff going through her brain, through her head, right then and there at that moment. An idiot. Where the hell this hoe get the broom from? Like that package is that package is not that it's not that enticing. It's not that deep. I guess it is. I guess it is tight out here. It's tight, man. It's tight. To where they still in the Navy's package. It's that tight. Look at this goofy ass. Tattoo on the wrist, you see that? Bro, I wish they would have just broke out there. Look at you dumb. Next. Let's see what the comments say about this goofy. He say you raggedy bitch. Sneaky ass trying to peep her funky ass from around the corner and her whole face shows. Dummy. I found one. Okay, I don't know what this is. He said you really thought that would work. He said, they told her she built like a Mexican, man. What? AI made her look white. She's black. She's not black. That girl is not black. You can't, nah, ain't no way. Still trying to figure out what she was doing with the broom. She knew there was a camera there, and she knew she just walked past it 5 seconds ago. Right, 5 seconds before, and she knew it didn't look like that package was dragging itself. What the heck? Real Einstein, this one. I like that comment. I like that comment. Real Einstein, this one. Right. A fucking genius, bro. Is she an idiot or savant? Like, at least she walked past the package. And then you come back to it. Like, we got to do better. We just got to. Okay. She really thought she was out of view with the broom. Right. Good idea. No one can see you with the broom. Where you get the broom from? She built like a Mexican. Let's go back to the video. Say, you raggedy bitch. Watch this. Watch when she peep. She's an idiot. Why would you? This one's a real, like, I like the Einstein this one. Why didn't you take the package from the other end? Like, why didn't you just walk back past? You would have never been on camera grabbing it. This is an idiot right here. Real genius. Oh, this the drive-by. This the drive-by. Is this the same? I remember this, but I never seen the outside. I always seen the inside with the kid right here on the couch, and he ducks. Let's see. New 19-year-old Hayden Bates has been sentenced to 30 years for organizing a drive-by shooting that injured 6 people last year. This was in Fort Worth. Although Bates did not fire any shots, he arranged for 4 others to carry out the attack. It was kids. Why would they shoot? Look at the little Frenchie. They got a gang of Frenchies. Ooh, they have some money in that living room. Meet Russia's American. Spies hiding in plain sight. Why isn't this on every news network? Alabama police officer
And we are leading
shot.
off the 5 with new information on breaking news out
Stephen
of Decatur
Perkins,
at this
18
hour.
times
A
during
judge
truck
has denied
repossession
the
is
claim of
denied
self-defense from a former Decatur police
qualified
officer in the
immunity
shooting death of Stephen
and
Perkins.
charged with murder.
Now the murder case against Marquette is...
Hold on. Why would an officer... I done went down too far. Why would an officer... Wait, is this that video? Yeah, I know that. Hold on. I know this ain't this. This the one when they set him up. They set him up. I remember this. They set him up because they knew he was gonna come, I think, either like out with his gun or come out irate. And they was repossessing the wrong truck or something. Yeah, I remember this story.
And we are
I'm glad they got his ass. Because he waited there
at this hour.
to kill him.
A judge has denied the claim of self-defense from a former Decatur police officer in the shooting death of Stephen Perkins.
Now the murder case against Marquette is set to go before a jury this summer. News 19's investigator...
Fry his ass.
Watching News 19.
They started over. They did.
And we are leading off the 5 with new information on breaking news out of Decatur at this hour. A judge has denied the claim of self-defense from a former Decatur police officer in the shooting death of Stephen Perkins.
Now the murder case against Marquette is set to go before a jury this summer. News 19's investigative reporter Dallas Parker joining us with this major breaking development.
That's right. In the last hour, Judge Charles Elliott issued a 17-page order finding that Marquette did not prove he acted in self-defense in the shooting death of Stephen Perkins. Under Alabama law, an immunity hearing gives a defendant an opportunity to provide evidence that they were justified in using deadly force. But the defendant has the burden of proof, and Judge Elliott found today Marquette did not meet that burden. Now, Marquette's immunity hearing lasted 2 days. Witnesses included the tow truck driver who tried to repossess Perkins' truck, 2 Decatur officers on the scene that night, and an Aaliyah investigator. While the defense argued the officers were there to help the tow truck driver, prosecutors said the officers' actions led to a deadly escalation at the scene. Now, the judge's order includes a narrative of the final seconds before Marquette shot Perkins. After Perkins confronted the driver again, Marquette yelled, "Hey," and Perkins turned back toward Marquette. The light from Perkins' gun can be seen moving underneath his truck, and Marquette shouted, "Police, get on the ground." As Marquette gave the order, for the light from Perkins' gun passed over Marquette 3 times. Now, as Marquette said the word "on," Perkins' gun light moved above Marquette and raises above the roof of Perkins' home. As the word "ground" is being said, Marquette fired the first of 18 rounds. Perkins fell after 4 shots, and Marquette kept firing until he fired every single bullet in his gun. The court found from the time Marquette yelled "Hey" to Marquette firing his weapon, 1.4 seconds had elapsed. An investigator. While the defense argued the officers were there to help the tow truck driver, prosecutors said the officers' actions led to a deadly escalation at the scene. Now, the judge's
That was a setup.
includes a narrative
That was a
of the
massacre.
final seconds before Marquette shot Perkins. After Perkins confronted the driver again, Marquette yelled "Hey," and Perkins turned back toward Marquette. The light from Perkins' gun can be seen moving underneath his truck, and Marquette shouted, "Police, get on the ground." As Marquette gave the order, for the light from Perkins' gun passed over Marquette 3 times. Now, as Marquette said the word "on," Perkins' gun light moved above Marquette and raises above the roof of Perkins' home. As the word "ground" is being said, Marquette fired the first of 18 rounds. Perkins fell after 4 shots, and Marquette kept firing until he fired every single bullet in his gun. The court found from the time Marquette yelled "Hey" to Marquette firing his weapon, 1.4 seconds had elapsed. This is taken from Judge Elliott's review of the evidence presented during the hearing. Now, the judge said the matter came down to 2 questions. Was Marquette acting in the scope of his employment, and were his actions consistent with what a reasonable officer would have done in his situation? Judge Elliott then wrote Agent King has...
No. It was a massacre. He was slain. It was a trap set in place. I'm talking about they there to help the officer, to help the guy repossess. What repossession? What repo? Tow truck repo, repossessor needs assistance. You need assistance from officers to do your job.
Testified that if the defendant was going to Perkins' residence to assist Combs in the repossession, then he was acting outside of the scope of his employment as a law enforcement officer. However, if the officers were there to keep the peace, then these 2 questions of fact can only be answered by a jury. Now, in the ruling, the judge also rescheduled Marquette's murder trial that was set to start next week. He's moved it to June 9th. Marquette can appeal this immunity hearing ruling before his trial starts, so we will have to wait and see.
What is they talking about immunity? Like, he supposed to be qualified for immunity? You could just run around and kill people and don't face no charges? Where they do that at? It's a different ball game when that color and creed is different. Now, here's the actual video. Yes, this is it. I remember this. Yeah, I remember this. They hid the officer hid like on the corner of the neighbor's house. And you see him running, like getting in position. They're gonna have the tow truck come, and then he gonna come out with his gun. You know what I'm saying? And the guy was towing the wrong truck. Like none of that matters. He should be charged too. When it's funny how they do things. I swear to God, it's funny how they do things. If me and my friend, we just say David, me and my friend Dave went on a crusade, a robbing spree or whatever, you know what I mean? And we go to rob or take a car. And in the commission of that theft, my friend is murdered by the car owner. The car owner comes out and murders my friend. You know, kills him by protecting his property. Do you know that the owner of that vehicle is not going to be charged with murder? Rather than, it's going to be a murder charge, but it's not going to be for the person that murdered my friend. It's going to be on me. I'm the one going to be charged with my friend's murder, for my friend dying. Because whenever you commit a crime and then it results in a murder, whoever initiated that crime is going to be charged with murder. See, but they don't play by their rules. Now, you see how this guy's trying to qualify for immunity? When it's all said and done, at the end of the day, the tow truck guy is, even though he didn't initiate the gun battle or pull a gun, he initiated the situation. And being that he was wrong, that's why he's supposed to be charged with murder, because he was wrong. He was towing the wrong car. If it wasn't for him, this murder would never took place. See the difference? Can you see the difference? They get the police that actually did the murder, but the guy that initiated the whole situation, where he at? Does he walk scot-free? If it was me and my friend and he got murdered, I guarantee I would not walk free. No, Your Honor. Just something, you know what I'm saying? Just something to think about, because it's a fact. When has he already been shot? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm hitting the wrong button.
Did you see what kind of gun it was?
Criminal.
Who's the
39 and
okay?
This
What was
call.
your name again?
Caleb.
And what's your phone number there?
My personal is 256-508-7058.
Okay. What's going on?
Went to try to secure a vehicle, and Debtor came out of the house and pulled a gun on me.
Where did that happen?
3931 Ryan Drive.
Okay. Did they fire off a shot or anything?
No, it just I called Jack earlier, and he said that pushes the borders of civil and criminal.
Who's the debtor that pulled the gun?
The vehicle's name is under Stephen Perkins, but I don't know who the gentleman was that come out on me.
Okay. Do you know what he looked like?
I'm assuming it was him.
Okay. Did you get a look at him? What he looked like?
Yeah, he bald, like a milk chocolate color, white man.
Okay. Did you see what he was wearing?
He come out in basketball shorts and like a white t-shirt.
Did you see what kind of gun it was?
I did not. It was dark.
Okay. Was it a handgun or a long gun?
Yeah.
It's a handgun.
Handgun.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll get somebody down to y'all shop on Pool Valley to meet with you.
Out 9 clear.
10-4. I have a meat complaint. Who's in for you?
10-4, go ahead.
It's going to be 3920 Pool Valley Road Southwest. Callers requesting to meet at All-Star Recovery reference. He was trying to get a vehicle on Ryan's Drive, and the male stepped out and pulled a gun on him. And you can see your notes there further. 3920 Pool Valley Road Southwest.
10-4, round.
So what is this right here? This circle square. I wonder what's that? That's why you need cameras on your resident. If he would have had cameras, he would have knew something wasn't right. Like the police is trying to set him up because they hiding outside of his house, all around his house.
59573, you got one coming to the door.
Just shot him. Just straight up, that was massacre.
Hey, I got him covered. I got covered. I got covered. I got covered.
He must be scary. Cause he shot immediately. He shot immediately.
We're calling in, man.
The male stepped out.
It's ridiculous. Then holler, drop the gun, drop the gun. Bro, you unleashed your whole clip. You still scared?
I got covered.
Pussy ass motherfucker, man. They need to hang his ass high.
We're calling in, man. Don't do that, man. This is my fucking food. I'm doing that, man. I'm doing food. I'm doing food. Alright, well, you shot at me, whatever. Alright, start putting compression on it. You had it down for weapons. Anybody else on? It's not here. Somebody check the house.
Said Perkins pistol like beam up. Perkins is illuminated by Officer Marquette's pistol light. It don't matter, bro. He in ambush. He don't know who he is. Y'all know who he is because y'all sat there and wait on him. When you being like blindsided by a surprise, the element of surprise is everything. But when somebody, come on, man. Come on, bro. This shit here, at this point, Perkins appears to hold the pistol with right hand. Why my thing keep doing that? Oh, the video did that. Okay. Perkins' left hand is in the area of the pistol in his right hand. Okay, so what's okay? You trying to make the shooting justified. That's what they trying to do with the video. You know what I mean? That's what they trying to do. Okay, well, justify this. What's up with the overkill? What's up with all the extra shots? You shot him to subdue him. You got plenty of coverage out there. It's more than one cop. So explain that. Bro, then he doing it extra slow. Like, he doing it slow. He could have been whipped up there and took the truck. He doing it extra slow because it's a trap. They set a drag net for him.
Hey, police, get on the ground!
That's crazy.
573, shots fired, shots fired. Drop the gun! Drop the gun! All right, drop the gun! I got covered. 573, one male down. I got covered. Need an ambulance ASAP. There's the gun right there. I got covered. Go ahead, cuff him.
Go on and cuff him.
Reload. Cover me. I got you. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up.
Reload. Cover me. While he's subdued on the ground. Listen to this tactical skills that he has.
All right. We're calling in.
Murdered this man. Cold blood.
Give me the other hand, man.
I can't breathe.
All right, where you shot at? Roll over.
Oh, shit. Can't believe you tell me to hurry up. Oh, my God. You've had him down for weapons.
Massacre. They just let us do his thing. They might, hey, for real, they might have even discussed this beforehand. Like, hey man, hey, we just gonna murder Buddy. You know what I mean? We gonna straight up murder Buddy. They probably discussed that.
No, he's good. We're good. I'm gonna go get my kit.
Perkins' pistol like swinging to the direction of Officer Marquette. Bro, of course his pistol gonna come that way if you surprising him. Why they ain't just knock at the door? Right, this shit, this don't make no sense. They trying to justify the shooting when if he there to assist them in towing the truck, they could have just went and knocked at the door. Say, hey man, this guy's gonna tow. You got to tow. Like, why they ain't do that? Why we gotta set a trap for him? Why is it a trap being set for murder? They did it. He thought he had a justified shooting. I done heard officers on body cam say, man, matter of fact, it was the girl with the hot water. When she put the water down, and then she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. That officer, before that shooting, said, man, I think I'm going to kill somebody tonight. He was looking for somebody to kill. They be looking for people to kill, black people to kill. That's a fact. He went over here and when they got that call, before they went over here, they got that call and he let them know that individual that he was trying to tow their car pulled a firearm on him. That was good enough reason for that officer to say, hey, shit, this my opportunity. This could be my moment, and murder someone in cold blood. Like, I'm finna get me a kill. I'm ready to kill me a nigga. And they think they supposed to get immunity for doing this shit. But it's cool. Every dog has his day and everything flips around. What the fuck is he talking? Listen to these comments. Like, it's nobody, you're telling me with a straight face that if someone points a gun at you, you're not. If somebody points a gun at me with ill intent, you shoot. What does that have to do with this instance? I want to read these comments because The black guy pointed a gun at the officer. It say police shot him. I would have thought you were there on the scene, how you can perfectly describe the scenario. But then again, I'm not surprised 18 shots justified. I guess good shot, target practice. We are dead as both Southerners. Rifle sitting next to me looks just like the one in your profile. You'll say with a straight face, you wouldn't smoke someone who points a gun at you. Insanity. You know you're lying. I didn't say that at all, to be honest, but it is what it is. Good shot, like you said. What's up, man? Where you been? Huh? Where you been, my friend? Bro, what is you doing down there? Why you look like that? Huh? Hold on. Why didn't they simple and plain, my buddy. Instead of justify. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right or am I right? Where's my comment at? I do not see it. It should have been maybe it's some two people comment on here. got the in my feelings about this one. I'm trying to find. Where is the I can't. I was finna say hang his southern ass. What he said self-defense. Well, I just seen somebody else comment. What was that? They said something crackers. That's this crackers what? That's oh he probably said that's what these crackers do. He said, I have no idea what you're trying to say. Right. He said, I would think a smart fella like you could use context clues. I still appreciate people who don't communicate in ebonics and butcher the English language. Look at this, the racist. You're corny. No one has to speak in a way to make you feel better. Cry more. They stepped on him. Cops were hiding in the bushes and ambushed him. The stupid cop was also a rookie. I knew it. He was a rookie trying to look. He trying to prove himself. He wanted the other officer stood back like that one officer went around the truck. He didn't immediately even try to get in the fight. He just stood there like he wasn't even trying to shoot. Didn't nobody else shoot. The stupid cop was also a rookie and the only one to shoot. The entire city of Decatur stands with Perkins. Subhuman animal won't ever see the light of day again. Sure, he'll cry about how he lost his freedom. Bro, they need to rope his ass up. Rope him up. We still in the bitch ass motherfucker. That one right there got me going. Okay, let's see what the comments on here say. It say he go to prison, it's going to be a long bid for him. He's sexy, free this man. What the fuck is the guy saying this? Who cares about dirty niggas? Yeah, that racist shit. Talk that racist shit. Good. 18 bullets in a man is murder. That's right. You absolutely right. Boy. Cook him. He need to be in. I hope he in jail right now while it's still going on. What is this?
One of their deputies.
Okay, this is George. It's close enough. Hang his ass. Let me edit. Put the let's see if I can put the title on this. Yes, I can. It's a cold day. A cold day. Okay, we got another one. 2 deputies shot, 1 dead after James Montgomery opened fire during traffic stop. Now let's see how they do James. I bet you they don't execute James. Perkins ain't even get a shot off. James done shot a cop. He shot 2 cops. Let's just dive into this real quick. Let's see this. Let me show you the difference in approaches. Show you the different approaches that they take. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even go to Walmart. Well, I didn't go because my list. I want my for sure list to be for sure. But let's just play this one in comparison, and I'm gonna put this page down in the description. So if y'all want to find this page, it's clearly right here in the top, but it's on X, formerly known as Twitter. But let's just see how they do. What's this guy's name again? James Montgomery, out here in Georgia, in comparison to the Perkins thing that just happened.
Was killed, another hospitalized during a traffic stop that ended in gunfire. And that's where we do want to begin. Thanks so much for joining us for Fox 5 News at 6. I'm Eric Perry. It has been a tough week for law enforcement across Georgia. A second officer killed in less than 10 days and the fourth to be in the hospital by gunfire. Now, this all happened last night just after 6:30 on Interstate 20 in Augusta. That's when sheriff's deputies with the Columbia County Sheriff's Office conducted a traffic stop on a motorhome they say was driven by James Montgomery. It started out, they say, as a routine traffic stop. Investigators say those deputies informed Montgomery he had to be served with a protective order due to a domestic violence incident between he and his wife. We're told he seemed to be okay with that. The deputies turned their backs to walk back to their cruisers to get the paperwork, and that's when they say things turned deadly.
As 2 of the deputies turned to walk away from the motorhome to go back to their patrol vehicle, Mr. Montgomery produced a 9mm AR pistol that he had converted into a fully automatic weapon.
Hold on.
And he fired on...
Hold on, that shit don't even exist. The fuck? He said he fired an AR pistol that shoots 9s? What the fuck is that? And then he said it's fully automatic.
As 2 of the deputies turned to walk away from the motorhome to go back to their patrol vehicle, Mr. Montgomery produced a 9mm AR pistol that he had converted into a fully automatic weapon.
I think I've seen that in a pawn shop. It looked like an AR. I had seen that because it had a clip. Like, I was like, what the hell is that? And they was like, oh, it shoot 9s. I'm like, what? It's called like a ump. I know a ump. Shoot.
And he fired on 3 deputies from the sheriff's office.
All right, Deputy Brandon Sykes was killed. A second deputy, Gavin White, was shot in the face.
Damn.
Thankfully, he's alive, but he is in critical condition. We're told he's in surgery on his nasal and facial cavities. They say he's able to communicate and use his movement of his hands and feet. That's the good news here. When it comes to Montgomery, he was believed to still be inside that motorhome. We're working to get more information, but we can tell you there was a pipe bomb believed to be inside of that RV or that motorhome. They're working to learn more.
What is he? What did he snap for? Like, what did he just flip? Buddy just flipped? He just clicked out.
But they do say that suspect is dead. Of course, we'll continue to follow this. We'll have the latest.
So he did.
You can join us tonight starting at 10.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. They probably like, man, bro, we can't take you into custody. We gotta kill him. Like, you done lost your white privilege by now. And you doing too much. You feel me? You doing too much, bro.
The sheriff's office in Columbia County is left shaking.
Okay, what we got here? Damn, somebody getting their ass whooped. Haley Dotzler and Olivia J. Brown, 2 teenage thugs, have been charged with a mob action attack after they dragged a girl into the woods and viciously beat her. A mob style, a mob attack, a mob action attack. So, what? And we're going back. You damn right. I'm going right back to the Perkins thing. So, what Marquette did, that ain't no mafia style hit, like a mafia style massacre, a slaying, a murder. I'm glad I've scrolled down here and seen that they charged with mob action. Because I'm going to post on Marquette's page until my last fucking breath that his offense is a mafia style hit. It was a mafia execution. A mafia style execution. That's exactly what I'm going to push. I'm going to pump this shit like Bill Cosby pumped pudding. I'm going to pump it like Shaq pumped the General Insurance. I'm going to pump this shit. I'm pushing it. I swear to God, I'm going to press him. I'm going to press him. Through my platform, I'm going to press the issue that Perkins was murdered in cold blood. I'm going to share that shit till I can't no more. I'm going to post it till I can't no more. We're going to get this right.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Please stop. Please stop. Okay, you got it. You guys got it. Guys.
She said you guys got it. Damn. They whooping this girl, man. That's crazy.
Come here, bud. You asked for it.
That ain't no woods. Police didn't hold back saying these girls are dangerous. Hold back. Okay. So, Marquette ain't dangerous, though. Huh?
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Please stop. Okay, you got it. You guys got it. Guys.
She said you guys got it. You got it. Where's she from? New York? Where we at? Bro, why she didn't get up and like move around? Get the hell up out of there.
Seriously, bitch. Olivia, please. Let's go. Please, you got it. We got no. Please, you got it. No, please.
Fighter 101. After y'all already viciously beat her.
Stop!
She should have been doing that from the jump.
Disturbing story out of the Metro East. 2 teenage girls are now charged.
Sound like one of them said keep screaming.
Violent.
You got it. No, please. Guys, stop! Stop!
Yeah, they said that.
Disturbing story out of the Metro East. 2 teenage girls are now charged in connection with multiple violent assaults in Madison County. Today, one of the victims is sharing her story. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Kelly Jackson, and for Mike Bush. This afternoon, Madison County prosecutors filed felony charges against 2 18-year-olds. 5 on your side, Holden Kowicki joins us in studio after speaking with a young woman who survived. Holden.
Well, Kelly and Ann, just this afternoon, those felony mob action charges were filed against Haley Ditzler and Olivia Brown after they allegedly attacked multiple women across Madison and St. Clair County.
What?
One woman told me despite filing for a restraining order against them, she's still in fear for her life.
Friday night, Evelyn Barents was hanging out with some friends along Chain of Rocks Road when she says she saw people sneaking up behind her car.
And I saw a whole bunch of boys with ski masks on. I saw Olivia and Haley, and I just drove away.
The next day, Barents says Haley Ditzler and Olivia Brown, who she was once friends with, invited her to a home in Caseyville, telling her they wanted to apologize.
They both just started beating me.
And they lured her there and had a camera set up so that they could videotape them both assaulting her.
Haley covered my mouth like this from behind me and was telling me that if I screamed, she would end my life right there.
According to court documents out of Madison County, just one day prior, Ditzler and Brown used a similar tactic to attack another woman.
These girls are dangerous.
Though it's unclear what injuries the woman suffered, Barents shot this video showing her wounds after she was assaulted.
My whole head has bumps everywhere. My leg was scraped up, and my lip was like just a little bit busted, and I do have a bruise under my eye, and this eye was bloodshot red.
Charges have yet to be filed as St. Clair County investigators look into the incident, and video of the attack circulates online. So Barron's filed a restraining order against the teens.
She's very concerned that even with the order of protection, they will try to hunt her down and do worse to her.
I know if I wouldn't have screamed or fought back, I know they would have killed me.
Warrant applications show the Madison County Sheriff and prosecutor are requesting that Brown and Ditzler be held in jail until at least their first appearance in court, which is rare in Illinois since the implementation of the Safety Act. However, at this time, it's unclear if the teens are currently in custody.
Man, they attack. What the fuck? What are they? Bro, I gotta go to the comments. What are the purpose of this though? Why were they doing this? Why? They should have got them in an interrogation. Yeah, that's what I said. They said, what's the point of posting these videos? I see why you do it, because whites post negative videos about black people. Yeah, of course. But posting videos of white people doing bad things doesn't disprove their point about what the fuck? It's useless. White on white crime is out of control. They need to make that a thing, make that a phrase. Why is it just when it's blacks on black people, when it's blacks against black, it's black on black crime? Ain't no Italian. When the mob was killing each other, it wasn't Italian on Italian crime. When white people, this right here, you didn't hear white on white violence. You don't hear Italian on Italian violence. No, I'm sorry. The proper phrase, it ain't black on black violence. It's black on black crime. Why isn't it Italian on Italian crime? Why isn't it white on white crime? Why isn't it Arab on Arab crime? Armenian? You don't hear no other race with that phrase. Where are the fathers, huh? White on white crime is getting out of control. Keep them coming, bro. The most dangerous group of women on the planet. They are silently and are solely responsible for raising the most racist group of people this world has ever known. Who are they talking about? They have black absent dads. What the fuck are they talking about? Learn this from their daddies. Where the white folks at one? Where the white folks at one this one? I don't get that. Their parents were too busy doing meth to stop them from watching Yellow Jackets. They are degenerates. What the fuck is she talking about? These gals are taking their babies and ripping them apart, let alone this. What? What the hell? Now I found another page, and I'm gonna show that one. Party tomorrow. It's a guy. It's a white guy. He got to be white, just like this guy. Is a black guy. He got the beginning of the page, like his poster's way up there, and they showing these cultural individuals. I don't know which way to put it, but they're both showing race by a different demographic. You know what I mean? Race, crime by a different demographic. Excuse me. And I guess that's the whole point of the page, because it's like we have this demographic over here saying blacks are so violent. That's what the guy's saying. He uses the phrase blacks. This guy doesn't use no phrase. He just shows like white criminals. You know what I'm saying? White people crimes for his page is actually called Expose Racist and Prados. I forgot how you say short form, pedos. Yeah, pedos. Prados. I think that's what they call them, like in prison. Prados. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, the other channel, I follow it. Matter of fact, let me go to it. Let me try to find it right quick. And oh man, what is it called? You know what? I'm gonna just save it for tomorrow. I'm not gonna jump all around. You know what I mean? I've been on here an hour and a half. I'll probably just end it like that. Because it shows some various different things. But the one I want to really focus on was this right here. You know what I mean? I ran into this. I really jumped on here for the page, but I'm glad I ran into this shooting, and I actually gonna dive more into it tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'm gonna follow this all the way up until his court case, and I will be looking for it on law. What's that? Court. Let me look on YouTube, because it's a YouTube channel that I'm actually subscribed to. It's called Law and Crime, right here. Law and Crime. Matter of fact, let me do this. I'm gonna actually go to Law and Crime. YouTube, and look and see, has this case been on Law and Crime? You know what? I noticed. I don't think no one, they say Fox News, but I don't see Law and Crime. Police chief apologizes for misinformation okay, let's see. Okay. Matter of fact, let me get rid of this, bring this up, and bring y'all up to speed so y'all can see what I'm seeing. Because I'm actually not done with the Perkins thing. I'm going to ride this one out, you know. Stephen Perkins, who are you? There's somebody else with the same name. Bro, let me.
The new ordinance proposal
this is
could
crazy,
impact
man.
future.
This is crazy. Bro, if it was just a repo, why didn't they just go knock at the door and inform him and say, hey, man, we heard the repossession agency has had an issue that you don't want to let them take your car, man. We here so they could peacefully repo your car. Hey, man, we know it sucks, man. I've been in that position before. I had my car towed. We all understand. We know how it feels. But, man, listen, they got to do their job. You got to let them take the car. If it's any infraction or anything that's, they've been misinformed, just go about it the right way. Why did they have to stake out and perform like a stakeout? Is like a dragnet. It's a setup to box you in potentially, we could say he didn't get killed. We say potentially get killed if that was the situation. You know what I mean? If we could just rewind the hands of time and say, hey, man, why we're going to hide out in the bushes like an ambush attack when someone could possibly get hurt? One of the officers possibly could have been murdered. Then Perkins would have been wrong. But y'all on some sneaky stuff trying to creep up on a guy. And then they act like, oh, he pointed his gun at... Bro, if anybody jump out from behind the bushes, I don't give a fuck what they say. You ain't going to be listening. All you hear is the noise. You're going to be like, what the... Your gun is going to immediately go from focus on the guy taking my truck to who is this? And before you can even get what you're saying out to me to identify who you are. You open fire, 18 shots. I'm laid out. Took me right off the map. I got a few seconds to live, gasping for breath, asking for the paramedics. And they aggressively telling them, when we got you, we calling the ambulance. They're coming. Like, okay. But let's hear this. Let's hear this crock of shit.
Vehicle repossessions in the city of Decatur. It was a repo in the middle of the night that triggered the events which led to the shooting death of Steve Perkins. The proposal would ban those nighttime repossessions. Many Perkins supporters spoke at Decatur work session on Monday about that proposal, wanting to name it after Perkins. The majority of the council supports the proposal, and it could be approved at a later meeting.
Nobody give a fuck about that shit. Ain't gonna bring his life back. I mean, I apologize.
An accountant deposited money at Frost Bank by mistake. So their Frost banker drove to other bank and made the deposit for him?
By all means. But this is a crock of shit, man. This man lost his life, and they talking about changing the ordinance on how they Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm sorry, they do need to do that. So these punk-ass parasites don't try to set someone else up to get murdered. Black, white, Asian, or Hispanic. I would feel the same way. My views and my opinions would not change with your creed, color, nationality, none of that. I would still feel the adamant, and I would still adamantly feel the same way. This is bullshit, man. That man was set up to get murdered by a fucking rookie he was just itching to shoot someone. He shot. That lets you know that he's a rookie, because he shot until his gun was empty, till he couldn't shoot no more. And then what'd he say? Cover me, I'm wrong, reload. What the fuck are you talking about? He laid on the ground. And then you talking about let the gun go. The gun was already in the grass. The gun was in the grass. When you shot him, he dropped the gun. So he gearing up to still shoot more shots.
The Fox 54 Plus special presentation.
The new ordinance proposal could impact
A former Decatur police officer charged with killing Steve Perkins could get his murder charges dropped today. Right now, Bailey Marquette is at the Morgan County Courthouse for an immunity hearing. Way 31's Maddie McCaffrey now joins us live from Morgan County in the courthouse. She's got the latest developments. And Maddie, how has it played out so far this morning?
Well, Tori, I'm here outside the Morgan County Courthouse where I stepped outside the immunity hearing about 40 minutes ago. Now, I just heard from our photographer inside the courtroom, and he said that Officer McAdam, the second person to be testifying by the defense called him up, said that the light on Steve Perkins' gun was a tactical light. Now, right now, I'm hearing that they're also watching body camera footage. Now, we'll talk about the first witness. The defense called Caleb Combs. He's a tow truck driver here in Huntsville, and he got an order to repossess Steve Perkins' truck. So he went to his house, and he had a friend in the car with him, which is against company policy. So to not get in trouble, he covered up the car cameras before he went to Perkins' home. So when he got to the house, he began lifting up Perkins' truck. And while doing this, he said Perkins came from under the garage door telling him to drop his truck and get off his property. He said Perkins pointed a pistol at him no more than 6 to 8 inches away. Now, Combs left and called Officer Brown, asked him what to do. Brown said call dispatch, so he did that, and officers met him at the tow yard. Now, the officers told him wait 5 minutes and you can go to the house to tow the car, so he did that. And when he was there, he saw a light coming from someone walking outside the house. He said the light went to the tow truck where he was and then to where the officers were. He said police said get on the ground, and then gunfire started. So I'm going to head back into the courtroom and get more details for you. So be sure to follow us, Way 31, on air and online at WadeTV.com. Reporting live with coverage you can count on, Maddie McCaffrey.
Yeah, she's just reporting. Let's see, what is this? What if Steve Perkins still wants to answer a year after Memorial? This I know damn well this nigga is not out on bond.
Again, everyone, I'm Liz Hurley. We do start with breaking news. A former Decatur police officer charged in the shooting death of homeowner Steve Perkins will now stand trial for murder. Minutes ago, a judge ruled that Mac Marquette is not immune from prosecution following a 2-day hearing last week. WAFA 48's Faith Delp joins us live outside the Morgan County Courthouse with more. Faith, that decision came down just a little bit ago. What can you tell us?
Liz, Morgan County Circuit Judge Charles Elliott just filed a 17-page order recapping the facts of the case and ultimately denying immunity for former officer Mac Marquette. Marquette is charged with the murder of Steve Perkins, who was killed during a botched repossession attempt in October of 2023. A tow truck driver had tried to repossess Perkins' truck that night when Perkins pointed a gun at him. The driver later returned with 4 police officers after meeting them at his office. When Perkins again came out of his home with a gun, one of the officers, Marquette, yelled at him to get on the ground and shot him in a split second. Testimony from last week's hearing revealed several
hang him high
police policy violations and tow company violations. Split second. When Perkins again came out of his home with a gun, one of the officers, Marquette, yelled at him to get on the ground and shot him in a split second. Testimony from last week's hearing revealed several police policy violations.
Oh yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Police, yeah, policy violations. Let's get it.
Tow company
and
violations.
Even the tow truck dude was in the wrong. He violating. They all on bullshit.
Judge Elliott wrote in today's order that there are also special rules that apply to repossessions, including that police officers are not allowed to assist with them unless they have a court order. Because of these issues, Elliott ruled Marquette is not immune from prosecution. Today, Judge Elliott also rescheduled Marquette's trial. It is now set for June. Reporting live in Decatur, Faith Delp 48 News, on your side.
They say car prices are going up. Trophy Nissan says we're going rogue.
Rogue deals you won't find anywhere else. Budget buys starting under $99.99. Get the max for your trade. 30 certified pre-owned Nissans under 20 grand. 150 pre-owns. Prices even lower. Plus complimentary oil changes for 2 years.
I got to get on certain things. That's what I'm going to bring on when current events bring it to you. You know what I'm saying? All that injustice and you know, people being served, they just do. I'm going to cover it. I'm going to bring it to you. You know what I mean? And we're going to talk about it. Get in the comments if you feel like teenagers that you didn't like or if it's something that you want to put out there.
Wait.
You know what I mean? Get at me. Get at me in the comments, man. Let me go on and do what I got to do to drop, you know what I'm saying? Far as the letterhead on this video, even though it's a live stream, it's still other platforms I gotta write the description on. So I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna get back to y'all later on in the night. You know what I'm saying? It just wouldn't be right. You know, I gotta get on this thing, man. For as this live stream, and we can discuss some topics. You know, don't be afraid to leave a comment.